जय गिरि गोवर्धन जय गिरि गोवर्धन गिरि गोवर्धन जय गिरि गोवर्धन जय गोवर्धन गिरि गोवर्धन गिरि गोवर्धन जय यशोदा दामोदर जय यशोदा दामोदर यशोदा दामोदर जय यशोदा दामोदर जय यशोदा दामोदर यशोदा दामोदर यशोदा दामोदर दामोदर जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय गुरुपाद प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय जय
जय विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राज के चर सतर सत सीमा तेरे स्वामी divine grace ऐसी भक्तनंद स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राज के चर सतर सत सीमा तेरे स्वामी divine grace श्रील भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी ठाकुर प्रभुपाद की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की इस्कॉन फाउंडर श्रील प्रभुपाद की नमस्कार श्रील हरिदास ठाकुर की प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद द्वैत गिराधार शिवासरी गौर भक्तवृंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंद राधा कुंद गिरि गौरान की वृंदावन धाम की मथुरा धाम की जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की सीमा धाम की गंगमय माई की तुलसी भक्ति देवी की शील प्रभुपाद भक्ति विभूषण की हरिनाम संकीर्तन यज्ञ की निताय गौर प्रेमानंदी Agari Samudabotis, Agari Samudabotis, Agari Samudabotis, Agari Sisi Guru and Gauranga, Shri Prabhupada ki Jai.
Yes. Guru Vandana. श्री गुरु वंदना। हमारे गुरुदेव के चरण कमल ही एकमात्र साधन है जिनके द्वारा हम शुद्ध भक्ति प्राप्त कर सकते हैं। मैं उनके चरण कमलों में अत्यंत भक्ति एवं श्रद्धा पूर्वक नतमस्तक होता हूँ। उनकी कृपा से जीव भौतिक क्लेशों के महासागर को पार कर सकता है तथा कृष्ण की कृपा प्राप्त कर सकता है। मेरी एकमात्र इच्छा है कि उनके मुख कमल से निकले हुए शब्दों द्वारा अपनी चेतना को शुद्ध करूं। उनके चरण कमलों में अनुराग ऐसी सिद्धि है जो समस्त मनोरथों को पूर्ण करती है। वे मेरी बंद आँखों को खोलते हैं तथा मेरे हृदय में दिव्य ज्ञान भरते हैं। जन्म जन्मांतरों में वे मेरे प्रभु हैं। वे प्रेमा भक्ति प्रदान करते हैं और अविद्या का नाश करते हैं। वैदिक शास्त्र उनके चरित्र का गान करते हैं। हे प्रभुपाद, हे गुरुदेव, करुणा सिंधु तथा पतित आत्माओं के मित्र, आप सबके गुरु एवं सभी लोगों के जीवन हैं। हे गुरुदेव, हे प्रभुपाद, मुझ पर दया कीजिए तथा मुझे अपने श्री चरणों की छाया प्रदान कीजिए। आपका यश तीनों लोकों में फैला हुआ है। इस्कॉन संस्थापक आचार्य अभय चरणा अरविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय।
Hare Krishna. So today we are very fortunate that we have among us His Grace Naveen Neeraj Prabhuji. So Prabhuji is known for his wonderful book distribution. So Prabhuji is connected to ISKCON from 1984, and from that time till now Prabhuji is enthusiastically distributing books, Srila Prabhupada books all over the world, and he is scoring very nicely. So we will welcome Prabhuji by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. His Grace Naveen Neeraj Prabhuji ki jai. Srila Prabhupada book distribution ki jai.
ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य गिरञ्जनशलाकाय चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपगिरा मायं ददाति स्वापदन्तिकं। जय श्रीकृष्णचैतन्य प्रभुनित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृन्द। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। मुखं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपदमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदिनतारणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्येश्वरं। वंशकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपसिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। Hare Krishna. Good morning, everybody. Who speaks English? Hindi wala? Duno wala? Okay. So, we're going to speak about book distribution today. But before we start with that, it's important to read history. When you go to school, you learn history, right? Do you have history in school? No? No history? No? No history. Not yet. Huh? Go straight into engineering, right? No? No history. But they tell you stories, no? They tell you stories sometimes? No? Doesn't remember. Okay, it's too early in the morning. History is important. Why? Because history repeats itself. Which means if you just pay attention, you can avoid a lot of trouble. Srila Prabhupada once said that this movement will expand by good intelligence and organization. Prabhupada told that to His Holiness Giriraj Swami. Good intelligence and organization. And then he added that good intelligence comes from good experience. And good experience comes from bad experience. Have you had any bad experiences in life? One person says yes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. All right, just checking. So, Kalirdoshani de Raja Nasti Heko Mahad Gunat Kirtana Deva Krishna Syamukta Sangha Pramvajet. The Kali Yoga is an ocean of faults. There's so many things that are wrong. Yet there is one good quality. What is that? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. In other yugas, you have to do yagya, dan, yoga, tapasya, karma, so many things. But in Kali Yoga, because we are not of such a high caliber, Krishna makes the process very easy. Harer Nama, Harer Nama, Harer Nama eva kevalam kano nastyeva katiranditaha. Simply by chanting Hare Krishna, you can achieve the supreme destination. Sounds simple, right? But to strictly follow the simple path is not that easy. How many people are actually chanting Hare Krishna? Are you chanting Hare Krishna? Yeah? You're all chanting Hare Krishna. Good. That's good news. A lot of people may be sympathetic, but chanting, maybe later. You mean like japa mala? Yeah. Chanting, japa. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, of all austerities, I am japa. So, back to history, why history is important. Do you know how ISKCON Delhi started? Anybody knows? Little bit, not much, right? Prabhupada retired from family life, he went to Vrindavan, he came to Delhi for printing Bhagavatam, Then he got visa, he went to US, he came back, and things in India started very slow, very slow. He had very few people who were really showing interest. But when he brought foreigners, then people started to paying attention. Okay, there's some Videshis, okay. There's some white people. All right, let's see what they're up to. Okay, we want to know what these foreigners are doing, right? So, little bit of attention was there. Prabhupada was once in a train going from north through south through Delhi. As the train was stopping in Delhi Central Station, one person got on the train and talked to Prabhupada, and he said, you know, Swamiji, we need to have a center here in Delhi. We don't have anything. And Prabhupada said, so you will help? He said, yes. So Prabhupada looked around the compartment, his bogie in the train, and he said, you, and you, get off the train. Imagine, you're traveling with your Gurudev, you have very clear idea, okay, this is my schedule, this is my, I'm getting personal sangha, personal seva here. And drop of a hat, he says, get off the train. Start a center in Delhi. And he gave them 50 rupee. Not donation, loan. Loan. He gave 50 rupee loan to start ISKCON Delhi. And they did it. Now there's 15 temples and more to come, and big projects, and a lot of Hari Hari Bol. But that's how it started. How did it start? Yasyareve parabhaktir yathareve tatha gurau tasyaite katitahi artha prakashante mahatmana. If you have firm, unflinching faith in the order, the instruction of your Guru, then everything is possible. And if you don't have that, even though there is a temple on every street corner, you will think, let's work hard and enjoy life. Isn't that the motto? Work hard, enjoy life? Huh? Live fast, live free, die young. Huh? Like that. So, the first thing you need is vision. Like, where are you going? Where are you going in life? That's what the Bhagavatam asks. What are you up to, little jiva? Where is your life going? Are you just running around in circles, chasing your own tail? Or are you actually going somewhere? You hear these boys out there with their motorbikes, ring, 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 ring. You hear them sometimes? Making noise? But they're not going anywhere, they're just making noise. So in a similar fashion, we should ask ourselves, am I going somewhere in life? Or am I just making noise? Bhagavatam defines going somewhere. What is my actual goal? What is the goal of the human form of life? What am I doing here? What is the real objective? So don't just get busy doing stuff, you have to do the right things. So you're here in the temple, it means you have some sort of an idea. Now, why books? Because books exemplify education. Books exemplify vision. Books exemplify progress. So, the difference in how your life is going is in what kind of books you read. Are you reading books or are you just scrolling? Are you scrollers or are you readers? Who here is a scroller? You know scrolling? Scrolling on a phone? Who here is a scroller? Who scrolls? Anybody? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 10, 15. So everyone's scrolling, but who is actually reading? Yes. So the quality of your life, the quality of your progress depends on which books you read. And you will be able to ascertain that because you will have a very clear sense of direction. Just like yesterday I came here from Govardhan. Now Govardhan is very beautiful, very peaceful place. And one side is Radhakund, other side is Nrsingadev temple, you know, so very easy to navigate, right? But here, it's easy to get lost because so much construction, so many new things coming up all the time, diversions, etc. So you need GPS. In order to define an exact geographical location, you need how many satellites? Any engineers here? Anybody? Telecommunications? Huh? Well, at least 3. If you have a clear signal from 3 points, you can define your exact geographical location. Huh? That's the minimum. But of course now they have enhanced, so they do so much more stuff. But 3 is minimum. So in our own life, if you want to define where am I and where am I going, you need a clear signal from the tower. We don't have GPS, but we have GSS, Guru, Sadhu and Shastra. So you need a clear connection with Guru, your spiritual teacher, the Sadhus, which means the Vaishnavas, and Shastra. Why not only Guru? Why Sadhus? Why are Sadhus important? Huh? Because in any discipline, peer review and peer feedback is the most valuable input that you can get. If you were to publish with an academic publisher, you need to go through rigorous peer review. You know what peer review means? People who are in your field, they will assess your work and they will give feedback. They may not like you, they may not like your work, but they know the topic very well because they're in the same trade. So, what are we doing here today? We're not booksellers. Amazon sells product. Did you notice? Yeah, you heard of Amazon? They figured out how to deliver goods. Flipkart, etc. The list is long. They deliver goods. Does ISKCON sell products? No. ISKCON gives you an opportunity. You understand the difference? You can buy products online, but an opportunity, you need to meet the right person to get connected. Then you get an opportunity. So, what is that opportunity? To stop Janma Mritu Jara Vyadhi Dukkha Dosha Anudarshanam. Birth, death, old age and disease. You have noticed people are getting old, people are dying, new people are born, and in between there's a lot of struggle for existence. So if you don't like that, if you want to have a better life, then upgrade your operating system. Are you upgrading your apps? Are you upgrading your apps on your phones? Okay. Are you upgrading your cheta, your consciousness every day? No. Why not? All of a sudden your consciousness is obsolete. It's not anymore in touch with reality. You cannot connect anymore with what's going on. You don't have impact anymore. Why? Because you're out of touch. So how do we upgrade our operating system? Reading the right books, yes. Reading Srimad Bhagavatam, reading Bhagavad Gita, Chaitanya Charitamrita, and chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Now I know you live in Delhi, you're living the fast life, you're busy people, you got things to do and places to go. So, if you want to get something done, you ask a busy person. You understand? You want to get a job done, you don't go and ask the lazy guy. You don't go and ask the guy who's sleeping, you know, in the corner. Oh, he has nothing to do. Let me try to get him to do something. No. You ask a busy person. So Prabhupada had a big mission. He wanted to spread Krishna consciousness all over the world at once. That's a big mission. And he has kindly asked for help. Even though the Acharya is competent and powerful to do everything by himself, he is giving us the opportunity to assist, to help out. So what's the name of the game? Harinam Sankirtan. The congregational chanting of Hare Krishna and the distribution of the holy name. That's the name of the game. Just like if you play, what do you play here? Cricket, okay. How many people you need in a team? 11. Otherwise, no game, right? You need 11 guys. Plus, you know, captain, coach, replacements, etc. So, you can't do it alone. If you want to do a big project, can't do it alone. That's like, it's nice to see Sudama Seva, all these different opportunities for people to collaborate to build the temple. Yes, one big person could just do it. But then, what's the point? Where does that put us? We need seva. Because seva is your chip in the game. Even if you carry the shoes, even if you clean the uniforms, even if you collect the balls in the practice, if your team wins, you get a medal. You're part of the winning team. Now you may score a century, but your team loses 110 to 350. Do you feel very happy? Why not? You scored a century, man. Everybody will glorify you. Your name will become fabulously, popular. You will get endorsements and, sponsors and blah, blah, blah. No, your team lost. Purpose for playing is make the team win. So what's the purpose? What are we trying to do here? We're not trying to sell product. We're not just trying to build a building. We're not just having another church or another temple or another mosque somewhere. But our goal is Param Vijayate Sri Krishna Sankirtanam. Our goal is to actually touch people's hearts. But for that, we have to be team players. Because if you want to have success, you need a team. You remember? We discussed that? You need at least 11 people. Now, Samyak Kirtan, the complete chanting means everybody is included. So how do we include everybody? We have to have an open mindset. Otherwise, if I think, oh no, I can only work with, where are you from? What's your Varna? What's your Gotra? Who's your Guru? What's your favorite food? No, can't work with you people. If you work in a company, do you ask your boss at the interview, what's your Gotra? What's your religion? What's your favorite food? No. You say, what's the job, man? What are we going to do here? You understand? But then sometimes we come here and all that baggage again comes up. Oh, I don't like, this one, that one, groups. And then it becomes very small. Prabhupada oftentimes gave the example of Aesop's fable that you can break one stick very easy, but if you take a bunch of sticks and you tie them together, you can't break them. So you may be a bunch of little guys, but if you tie a bunch of little guys together, you can't break them. You can't touch them. So right now, I heard, last year you did 25,000 books. And this year, I hear the goal is double it, right? Isn't that Prabhupada's formula? Double it? But I heard also 25 this year. So I thought like I heard something wrong. Because usually we try to have a target that's a little more than what we did last year, right? Now I know you're not making the rules, so you're just following along because you're humble and sincere and obedient. But I'm here to mess with your mind and rock the boat and slightly temper the status quo because you need disruptors in life if you want to progress. Like you work out? Yeah. You know how muscle grows? You do, right? It's painful. You have to actually exercise and put effort into it. And then what happens? Muscles grow. Huh? Because, I mean, there's a whole different lecture to explain that. We're not going to go there. But it requires endeavor. You have to have the clear vision what you're doing. And then there will be growth. But if you think in your mind, hey, I'm wearing a cool shirt, you know, so I'm a sports guy. Huh? Have you seen people walking around and their shirt said Ganguly or Messi or this guy or that guy? And the kid thinks, I'm a sports guy. Why? Hey, can't you see? Look, it's written right here. Huh? No, that doesn't mean you're a sports guy. You may have a membership card to a gym. Does that mean you're a sports guy? Not at all. You may drive by the gym every day, but that doesn't make you a sports guy. You may go there once in a month. That doesn't make you a sports guy. If you work out one time a week, you know, it gives your mind the idea that I'm doing something. If you do it twice a week, then you're barely maintaining form. If you're doing 3 times a week, you're actually gaining. You're actually going somewhere. If you're a sportsman, you do it every day. That's called sadhana, daily practice. So we're not just moving a few books in December because, okay, we're supposed to do it and it kind of looks bad, you know, like the other guys do 2.5 million and we do what? 1% of that? Huh? It kind of looks a little funny, doesn't it? How come they're 100 times better than we are? Yeah, they started small also. Everybody started small. You know, Apple, Hewlett-Packard, HP, all these companies, they started in a garage. You know what a garage is, right? It's where you park your car. So some nerdy student was just tinkering around with, you know, something. And then they started a company. And now it's pretty big. So the point I'm saying is that ideas change the world. But you got to have the right kind of ideas. Because just working hard and making money and spending it is not going to get you anywhere. Plenty of people have tried and failed. Okay, so how to move those 25K? That's super easy, man. I mean, it's already done. I'm more interested, what's your team dynamic here? You know, who's your captain? Who's your, you know, like, do you have a game plan? Yes. So, team captain has to come up with a strategy and then implement it. Communicate the vision to the team so people will know what to do, where to go, what are the different options and opportunities that we have. Now Krishna has given you the best country in the world, Bharat mein. Huh? Everyone says, yes, yes, I'm cool with this thing. But it's just a matter of delivering the product. We got the best product. You agree? Nobody beats that. I mean, you don't get darshan like this, you don't get prasad like this, you don't get kirtan like this, you don't get books like this. You can go around to any of the places that are there. So we have the best product, but when people come, we say, sorry, not available. Have you ever walked into a store and you wanted to buy something and they said, sorry, not available? Huh? Makes you feel like, dude, what are you doing? You know, like, I'm here is money. I need. Huh? So we have the best product, but because our team is not fully empowered, we're not really capable of delivering the goods. So that's why we have this little subversive meeting here to try to challenge the status quo. Is there anything wrong with doubling it? Is it possible? I guarantee you, you can do 10 times more than what you're doing now. That's 2.5 lakhs. It's not such a hard thing. You can do 100 times more if you have the right team. Others have done it. So you're in a very interesting stage of development here because you're going from the garage to this and then to the big thing. Yeah? So the question is, are we ready for the big thing? Are you ready for the big temple? I doubt it. I doubt it. Imagine you're going to get thousands of people every day. Thousands of people. We're not ready. We're not there yet. So right now, Krishna has graciously given us a little time for what? To build our team, to figure out our game plan, so that we'll not be embarrassed when the big people, the big crowds of people will show up. Now on festival days, Jai, on festival days already you get a glimpse of what it's going to be every day. You been to Vrindavan in Kartik? You're lucky if you get in the door, right? Yeah. So, packed out. Huh? But Mahaprabhu, he was a revolutionary. He took the temple out to the street. He said, Harinam Sankirtan. Golokera Premadana, Harinam Sankirtan Ke. Jai. How many people go to temples? Very few. Very few. But everyone's out there. I can see them, zipping up and down. So we're taking the temple out, and we're bringing people, Harinam, Jai, Shishi Rukmini Dwarkadesh Ki, Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Devi Ki, Shishi Gaunitai Ki. And we're giving them the greatest opportunity in a lifetime to actually establish, reconnect, to reestablish their relationship with Krishna. And that will make their life auspicious, that will make their life successful, that will make them blissful. Because the living entity is Satchidananda. We're eternal, full of knowledge and bliss, but somehow we've forgotten. We got trapped in, work hard and enjoy life, party hard on the weekend, So, how are you going to do it? Well, I can just give you a couple of ideas. I have a friend, his name is Chakadola. He's in Noida. You heard of Noida? How many here have heard of Noida? Okay, he works for Ericsson. You heard of Ericsson? You know, those guys actually, once in a day, were selling mobile phones, but they kind of lost that game to Samsung and Apple. But they still have all those towers all over the world. That's how they make the bucks. Okay, so he's a simple engineer. He's 31 years old. Initiated, lived in a base, kappa, little overweight, happy guy. Your usual average techie nerd, right? Now he has put on a website and they're selling 5,000 books a month. They have warehouses in all the 4 shipping areas of India. You know that India is divided into 4 zones? If you're in transportation, you will know this. You gotta be able to ship out of 4 zones. Otherwise it doesn't work. So he has 4 warehouses, and with moving 5,000 books a month, he covers the overhead and the staff. Simple guy. Not a fast runner, not a smooth talker, not a funny joker. A simple nerd who knows how to set up systems. And he moves 5,000 books a month. How much is that a year? Thank you. 2 points for the gentleman to my right. Brilliant math. 60,000 books. One little guy moving 60,000 books. Now this is Delhi. You got the geniuses. You got the BI, MI, IIT, this tech, that tech. You got all the stellar people here. What are you going to do? 25,000 in 1 month? Give me a break, guys. I think we can do a little better. Yes, you can go on the street corner, you get a microphone, and you say 50% discount, 50% discount, 50% discount, and you will sell a few books. But after an hour or two, your mind will yell at you and say, dude, are you going to do this for the whole day? Or are you going to do this for your whole life? Is this why you joined ashram? Huh? Does your mind ever talk to you and tell you things? Do you have a mind? Yes. Are you mindless? No, you have a mind. Okay. So, pay attention when your mind talks to you, okay? You got to have a healthy relationship with your mind. You understand what I'm talking about here? Sometimes you go into a store or into a restaurant and you want to buy something, but you look at the people and you go like, no, I don't think I'm going to eat here. Or no, I don't think I'm going to buy something here. Because you have somebody who's on their phone and you ask them questions and they're on their phone and you're like, hello, anybody home? Hello, I need to buy something. Here's the money. And they go like, why? Oh, the guy's on a monthly wage. He doesn't care if you buy or don't buy. Huh? Sometimes people walk in the door, they walk around and they walk out the door and no interaction. Have you noticed? It can happen. Nobody asks them, hey, nice you're here. Hare Krishna. Yeah. Not just money, 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 money. Huh? Scan this and pay that and buy that and gone. Huh? Many other places are doing that already. But if they're coming to ISKCON, they're coming for a particular flavor. Right now, especially after the last 2.5 years, people are craving for human interaction. Have you noticed? They're getting back out of cave mode, out of, survival mode. And they're, oh, the world's still alive. Okay, there's still people out there. Okay, let's try to meet some happy humans. Huh? But then come here, and you meet people who are too busy. They don't have time. Busy with what? I don't know. You know, you might be a pujari. If somebody walks in the door and nobody's there to greet that guest, you can stop the arti, walk down from the altar, and take care of the guest. You know why? Because this is Krishna's guest. This is the deity's guest. The job is not to do circles. The job is to take care of Krishna's business. What is Krishna's business? Bring all living entities closer to Him. Give them a good experience. Huh? Our only single objective here is we want people to come back. Their only question should be, how can I be like you? How can I be part of your thing? What does it take? And then you say, well, we got different options. There's different things you can do, So these are some reflections, how to move 25K. I mean, that's super easy. You've done it before, right? It's been done. But if you want to expand, call me, let me know. I'll hook you up with a few people who are already doing it, right now, as we speak. I know some people, they're doing it online, some people, they're doing it in groups. There's so many malls. How many malls are there in Delhi? Approximately? Many, yeah, that's the exact account. Many. Yeah? And very easily you can put a table there and you just smile at people and you say, hi. Hi, Hare Krishna. Happy to see you. How is life? I got something for you. Huh? Here. And they will say, oh, can I give you something? And you say, yeah, sure. Huh? You see? It's not so difficult. But it means we have to get out of our own shell and start actually understanding what's going on. That means we have to actually open and read the books that we're distributing. Otherwise, people will ask you, what does it say in that book that you're trying to give me? And you say, I don't know. I just work here, I just move the product. This one's $250, this one's $150, this one's $50, this one's $20. You brought the money, I got the goods. No, not convincing. People want to know, why are you doing what you're doing? So your homework for this week is write down the 108 reasons why you want to do Sankirtan. Got it? In French it's called la raison d'être, the reason to be. What is your purpose? Que ami? Who am I? What is my mission? You may not have 108, but at least give me 5, okay? 5 of your own reasons why you want to do this Hare Krishna thing. You know why it's important? Not only the people will ask you, hey, you're an educated dude, you look like you're doing well, why are you doing this thing? Your own mind will also ask you. Does your mind ever ask you things? Good. We got a healthy person here. Huh? It's important to keep a healthy mindset. Srila Prabhupada said we want our members to be independently thoughtful and self-reliant. If you want to hear the seminar on how to move product, I may charge you 5 lakhs for an hour. I've been marketing director for ISKCON for 10 years. I've been doing it for 40 years, 20 world tours. It's not rocket science. It's been done before. But if you want to consistently motivate people, if you want people to be team players, if you want people to have a sustainable, positive experience, why do so many people quit their jobs? Not because they're not getting paid, but because they don't like the environment, they don't like the culture, they don't like the way people deal with each other. So they say, let me go somewhere else. Of course, some they get 5,000 rupees more or, whatever, some perks, so they jump around. And the companies are losing out big time because people are moving all the time, all the time, all the time. But here, we're trying to build a team. And a culture is not defined by rules, by laws, by legislation. Because we're a volunteer organization, there's many doors you can walk out anytime. We don't have money to bribe people, we don't have any force to coerce people. The only thing why you're here is because of your own volition. It's because of bhakti. So if people ask why you're doing what you're doing, you say bhakti. Bhakti. Devotion. Why do you get up early and cook for your family? Why do you go into Delhi traffic every day of the week? Because you love your family. You want to provide for them. That's simple as that. So we have to understand our audience. We have to understand who we're talking to. And that means, like you see Shukadev talking with Parikshit, like you see Krishna talking with Arjuna, that means sometimes you should not only speak, you should also listen. Have you ever had anybody in your life that actually listened to you? Yes. It's memorable, right? You remember those people. You can capture somebody's heart just by actually listening to them. So you ask people, how are you doing? How is things for you? Right now, the world is not doing too great. Have you noticed? I know you guys don't read the news. You're not doing social media. You're, happy doing Kartik Vrat. Right? Just a lot of malas and a lot of study. But the world is not doing too great. Have you noticed? Few problems going on. Everywhere. So, what are the solutions? The solution is Harinam Sankirtan, Bhakti. That is the evolution. That is what increases people's devotion. And you may say, okay, I'm just a little simple brahmachari or just a simple Mataji, what can I do? Well, you want to get empowered, you want to get the mercy, you want to get the special attention of your Gurudev. You want to do that? Yes. Okay, I can give you a couple of tricks how it works. When Prabhupada went to hear his Gurudev, the Parikram went to see Sheshashai, but he stayed back to hear his Gurudev. And many years later, when he got initiated, his Gurudev, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, said, yes, I've noticed him. He likes to listen. He doesn't go away. That means you can't be asleep, you can't be busy scrolling, you can't be busy making plans. You have to actually listen. And it doesn't just take 2 ears. It takes an open mind and an open heart. That means you have to be fully there, like present. Cheta etayaranabidam, sittam sattve prasiditi. Your cheta, your consciousness has to be fully focused. That's what we learn. How do we learn this? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So how do you distribute books? Very easy. You chant good rounds. There's 4 laws in book distribution. Number 1, your sadhana must be strong. Attentive rounds and minimum
of 1 hour of reading. Because you can only give what you got. If you don't have it, you can't give it. Somebody comes with the money and says, do you have the goods? And you say, sorry, out of stock. We don't have. Huh? Okay, good sadhana. Number 2, get books. We have done double-blind studies in major universities around the world. You can't sell books that you don't have. You get it? It's a joke. So you have to carry books with you all the time, because people will ask you, why you're not coming to the party? Why you're not doing non-veg? Why you're not drinking? Why you're not doing all that stuff? And then you can either give them the big lecture, the small lecture, or you can just give them the book. There's too many people here in Delhi. Just give them the book, okay? Say it's all explained here. I was in San Jose State University in California a couple of months back, and I met a young student, and I looked at him, and usually I'm pretty good at figuring people out, but this guy, I couldn't figure him out. He was very aloof, and he kind of looked different, something unusual, so I didn't know how to talk to him. So, what do you do when you don't know what to do? You ever had that situation? What do? You pray. Krishna, now is a good time for a miracle. Please help me. I can't reach this person. Like here, I see some people are on the phone, some people are sleeping, some people are wondering what is breakfast. I guarantee you in 15 minutes I get up here and I walk out because I got a flight to Mumbai. So don't worry, in 15 minutes it's over. Yeah, when people meet you, they want to know what you're about, you know, like how long is this going to take? I'm busy, you know, like I'm going places. So you have to give them a clear idea. So I didn't know what to do, so I asked Krishna, and I got an answer. So I told him, you are Uyghur. You speak 4 languages, Uyghur, Chinese, Russian, and English. And he said, how the heck did you find me? I said, you have to read the book. It's all explained in the book. And he took the book. He was curious to know. Have you heard of the Uyghur people? It's one tribe in China, Far East. So anyhow, Krishna will, you know, Tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam pritipurvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayanti te. In the purport, last paragraph, Srila Prabhupada to 10.10, your homework, put it down on your homework, read 10.10, Bhagavad Gita, 10th chapter, verse number 10. The last paragraph, Prabhupada says, you may be in a spiritual organization, you may have a guru, and you still miss the boat, you still don't get it. Like our friend who's got the sports shirt on, and he buys the super whey protein stuff, and you know, he thinks he's all cool, but he's still not getting it. Then he says, if you're serious and sincere and you do your service with love, bhajatam pritipurvakam, dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayanti te. Krishna will give you the intelligence. You may not be a gold medalist. You may not be the smartest of the smartest, the funniest of the funniest, the most good-looking guy or girl. But Krishna will give you the intelligence to tell this person exactly what they need to hear. Have you ever had that experience? No? Yes. Yes. That you were able to say things and do things that were beyond your personal capacity. That's why we want you to experience Bhukti Sibhushan. That's why we want you to go out and meet other people so you can grow. Because just staying same and just waiting, killing time till time kills you, is not really such a fun exercise, especially not in Delhi, because this is not one of the fun places. Yeah, there's a few places around that call themselves farms here, you've noticed? But they're just like wedding venues, you know? So there's not that much quality of life as such. So the only reason to be in the big bad city is preaching, is sharing the message. Otherwise you have no business. You have no reason to be here. Because it's too aggravating, you may think it's normal. Huh? A reporter asked Prabhupada, what is hell in England? And Prabhupada said, London is hell. And the guy was a little shocked. And Prabhupada said, but it is to the great credit of the British people that they have transformed this miserable place, because it's always cold and rainy and, not such a great place. But they have transformed it and, made it quite productive and, they've done a few things. So he was kind of gentle. He let them off the hook. Now, some people may object. They will say, why you're selling Bhagavad Gita? Krishna spoke of Bhagavad Gita for free. You already heard that argument? Yeah? They give you all the funny, stupid arguments, right? Prabhupada got the same smart comment. So Prabhupada said, okay, where did Krishna speak Bhagavad Gita? And the man said, Kurukshetra. Prabhupada said, yes. Kurukshetra, Delhi, 50 rupee transport charge. And the man said, okay, I get it. So he paid 50 rupees. He took the book. You understand? It's not about winning an argument. It's not about a debate. It's about making a connection with people. Sambandha abhideya prayojana. If you don't have sambandha, there is no abhideya and there is no prayojana. Now I don't care whether you have an inferiority or a superiority or whatever complex you may have, we got to raise above that. Brahmabhuta prasanatma nashochati nakangshati samak sarveshu bhuteshu madbhaktim labate param. If you know one shloka of the Gita and you actually know how to use it, you know more than 99.99% of the people of the planet. That's your advantage. That's money in the bank. That's not TikTok, YouTube, WhatsApp. That's not little like and dislike. That's gold. So how do you distribute books? You ask people, Hindi wala or English wala or Duno wala? Huh? Duno wala. Okay, you're qualified. You're good. You? Both. Okay, so somebody say only Hindi, somebody say only English. Either way, whatever their answer is, you say, you're qualified. Okay, this is for you. Boom, you give them the book. They're like, okay, I'm qualified. Okay, I get the book. Great, fine. All right. You understand? It's that easy. You don't have to give a big lecture. You don't have to go back to the creation of, from the Adam and Brahma and Garbhodakashayi Vishnu and all that stuff. None. Huh? Just learn how to relate. Sambandha. Sounds basic, right? Sounds simple. That means you have to actually look at people when you talk to them. You can't just it's disconnect. People just... I was once in one of the small train stations in Mumbai. I don't remember the name. Some obscure place. And it was rush hour traffic, like 5:30 in the afternoon. People come back from work, and they're already been at it for a long time. They've done the commute, the work. They're on their way home, so they're like dull, completely zombied out, Have you seen that kind of bhav, So I tried to be funny, I tried to be this, I tried to be that, no connection, nobody paying attention, nothing. So what do you do when you don't know what to do? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare... And people are like, what's going on? Who's that guy? And I'm like, okay, you and you, come here. I got something for you. And they took books. And then again, people move on. This world does not work, does not move by mechanics. This world works by sound vibration. Shabda Brahma. If you master mantra, people will eat out of the palm of your hand. Like birds, you know? You can go and feed the birds in the park. They will come. Oh, what you got? What you got? I want it. I want it. I want it. I want it. What does it take? Moving product is easy. Moving hearts, little more difficult. Means first I have to allow Krishna to move my heart. Huh? That means I have to lower my ahankar, my false sense of self, my upadhis. I may think I'm a cool brahmachari, or I'm a tough sports guy, or I'm a big businessman, or I'm a pretty girl, or whatever our mind may tell us. And we have to go beyond that and understand, Aham Brahmasmi. Huh? I'm Satchidananda. I'm an eternal spirit soul, and so are you. And we have a relationship. Why? Because we have the same source. We're family. We're on the same team. I may not like the food that you eat. I may not, but that's not the problem. I was in Berkeley, California at the university distributing books. That's a while ago. It was still pandemic, so I approached one student, showed him the book, and he said, "You already asked me yesterday." I said, "Dude, how can I tell? You're wearing a mask. It's like you look like any other person running around the street." He took off his mask. He had a beard. He said, "I'm a Muslim, but you're glowing. You're effulgent. I want what you have." So he took a book. Huh? Bhakti is the only thing that keeps the world moving. Is the only thing that keeps things from disintegrating, from falling completely apart. Huh? If you have bhakti, you're wealthy. If not, you're poor. Huh? Don't care how much money you got in the bank. Why? Because it's irrelevant. Completely irrelevant. As that shloka goes, what was the wealth of Sudama? What was the caste of Vidura? Huh? What was the education of that South Indian Brahmin who couldn't read Gita but who was crying? And Mahaprabhu embraced him, said, "You're the Acharya, you're the teacher of Bhagavad Gita." Yes, we can also do a few talks if it's required. But in general, people don't have patience. They have attention span of goldfish. How long is the attention span of a goldfish? Have you ever seen goldfish? Have you ever seen an aquarium with fish? Then you ever tap on the aquarium? You do that? Every kid does that, right? The fish comes and then you go, fishy, fishy, and boom, the fish disappears. Maximum 2 seconds. I have friends who are game designers and chip designers in the Bay Area, making $1 or $2 crore a year to put faster chips and faster, smaller and all that kind of stuff. They say, if you don't hook your customer in the first 10 seconds on the game, you lost him. He's gone. He'll never going to come back. He'll never going to play your game. It has to be as addictive as possible, right in the beginning. So, build your teams, develop your strategies, communicate the vision, and Krishna can help you double, triple, do 10 times as much. But more than moving product, we want to move people's hearts. Because when we want to go back to Goloka, it's a team play up there. A lot of gopis, a lot of gopas, a lot of other devotees. And if I'm not a team player, if I'll ask anybody, what's your gotra? What's your varna? What's your favorite food? Oh no, I can't talk to you. No, I can't be with you. Then there is no place for us in the spiritual world. So we're learning love, we're learning bhakti through cooperation. We heard about this devotee whose birthday is today. I forgot his name. Amal Krishna Prabhu. Huh? And he got compared to a diamond. Do you know how you cut a diamond? You've seen all these facets on a diamond? You can only cut a diamond with a diamond. You may wonder, why is there so many of us here? Why do we stick so many people in one room? That's why. We're polishing the diamonds. You know that a raw diamond looks like any other rock on the road? It looks very ordinary. But if you polish it, it's very valuable. So, Sangha, Seva, Sadhana. You focus on these three things, and yes, there will be some friction, there will be some difference of opinion, difference of taste, difference of ideas, but there is unity in diversity. Everybody can serve. Everybody can contribute. And especially we need thinkers. Yes, we need a few engineers too, because the lamp in my bathroom doesn't work. But if you want to communicate a message, you need people who are thinkers and who can actually have a conversation. That means they can handle it if somebody disagrees with them, has a different opinion, and they can entertain an argument. The whole Gita Bhagavatam, it's all questions, answers, it's all debate, it's all back and forth. So we have to learn that. Samvad, Purva Paksha. Yes, you can sell sugar water on the street and, get 5 rupee a cup or 10 rupee a cup, and you sell a few hundred of those and, you make some bucks. But it's not why we joined ISKCON. We're here to change hearts, to change lives. So that's what Prabhupada has given us. Thank you for taking your valuable time to be here. I don't know you, but thank you for being who you are and doing what you do, sticking it out in the great Delhi. And I'm excited to see what's the future. Because as I've mentioned, you're going through an interesting transition. You started very small, now you got this place, which is kind of a laboratory, and it's packing by the seams, it's like cracking up too much, and the big place is coming up. So it's a very interesting transition. You win or lose a race in transitions. You have to learn that, how to transit. It requires diligence, it requires attentive, conscious communication and cooperation. That's what's required. Yeah, you need another 100 crores, big deal. There's a zillion crores floating around in the air. There's money in the air. You just have to grab it, People are spending so much money, it's insane. No lack of resources. But people want to know, what's in your heart, sadhu? What's in your mind, dude? What's going on in your life? Give me a piece of your mind. And if we're not ready to engage because we're stereotyped, we're closed, we're insecure, or we're condescending, we think we know it all, people will say, just keep driving, like anybody else. Prabhupada had impact. Why? Why he had impact? Because he could see people eye to eye. Everybody thought he's one of us. Everybody thought he's part of our group, even though he was from a different place. So bhakti is what makes the world move. We don't move product, we want to move hearts. So rule number 1, your sadhana must be strong. Number 2, get books. Number 3, the more you show, the more you sell. You have to actually show your product. Don't just keep it in your bag. And number 4, you must organize. But you're in Delhi. You already know how to organize. All right? So go have fun. And yeah, this is a challenge. Can you double it? Can you do 50,000? I think you can. It's just a mind exercise. So I'm sorry, we don't have much time for questions or discussion, but I think a lot of the stuff is more related to local situation. So you have Sankirtan meetings, Arista Goshti, you meet the team regularly. So you should have a meeting before the marathon starts where you communicate the vision and the game plan and how we're going to do it. Also a little demonstration and skits, and people can ask questions. You give them mantras. You may not be smart. You can have just a printed mantra and you read that out. You say, I'm a volunteer for ISKCON. We're trying to change the world by sharing the wisdom of the Bhagavad Gita. This is for you. Please help out and contribute. And you just show people that. And people will take the book. Simple as that. Krishna has given you the best place on the planet, Bharat. people naturally inclined to this message is just a message that first has to be accepted personally. Because if I'm not really taking it to heart, how much impact will I have? People are not patient, they're not studious, they're not that switched on, but they're allergic to hypocrisy. If we ask them to do something that we're not ready to do ourselves, it will not really be that impactful. But if people see that we are actually serious, we're sadhakas, we have a practice, and we are able to honor and appreciate every living entity. Samak sarveshu bhuteshu. We can have that. Otherwise, we're not even kanishta adhikaris. We should come to at least madhyam. That means not just seeing people equally, but seeing the potential in them as devotees. So I know most of the people are working, and your team is big, so you will listen to this a little later on. You already have your sanghas and your teams, so just communicate the vision and connect people with the places and the opportunities. And you can sponsor books. Books can be put into prisons and schools and libraries and whatnot. But mostly we like to inspire people to accept and to read themselves. You just read one shloka. You just open the book at a random place and you read one shloka. And you say, does this make sense? Does this resonate with you? And I guarantee you the vast majority of the people will take the book just because you took the time to make that personal connection. Okay? So thanks for working overtime. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripasindubhyeva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Srila Prabhupada ki, Harinam Sankirtan ki, Transcendental Book Distribution ki, ISKCON Dwarka Jatra ki, Nitai Gaur Premanande. Hari Bol.